Hey team, you're watching Hide and Sneakz, and it seems to be that the Jordan 1 love is going from the highs to the lows because Jordan brand is releasing so many iconic colorways from the past that were great as highs into lows. We've got the Rookie of the Years coming out later, we had the neutral greys last year, and today we have the Jordan 1 Obsidian, this time as a low. Now last time we saw the Obsidian ones, it was in the peak of COVID and it was all over TikTok. It actually was one of the things that inspired me to collect my UNC collection with a bit more purpose, so I do really like this pair and have a soft spot for it. Now personally I prefer highs over lows, but if they're going to start releasing some of the great colorways that I wanted to get as lows, I've got to have a look at them. And these pairs I think are also really great for that hot weather environment, which is where highs don't shine. Now I think this would be a great summer pair. It's very easy and wearable, but no more spoilers. Let's jump into my ratings and see how this should fall in your collection. Is it a miss, is it a must, or is it a maybe? First things first, is it a miss? I don't think this is a miss at all. It's an easy to wear pair, it's great summer vibes, it's based on a hype model pair. So for me, it's something that you should definitely rule out of any miss territory because it's quite a good low. So is it a maybe or is it a must? Well, if you have the old pair, then it's definitely not a must. I like the high versions a lot more. And actually, if I'm talking about this holistically, I think we're leveraging a bit of the hype from the last model, so I don't really think this could be a must. It's a solid pair and would look great in your collection, but if you have lots of Jordan 1 lows, or if you have other Jordan 1s that are predominantly blue that you feel look quite clean on foot, I think those will probably do the purpose in your collection that this one could, and if you don't, that's where this is a maybe and you should pick it up. So for me, I'm ranking it as a maybe, but I'm ranking it based on the fact that you don't have a lot of similar pairs in a Jordan 1 low space. Moving on to the vibe check of the Jordan 1 low Obsidian. Now first things first, this is a retro pair of a high model, so obviously if you couldn't get the high model based on price or availability, this is your way to catch that aesthetic. Look, it's not perfect. I think it's a different purpose personally for why you'll have a high version of a shoe and a low version of a shoe, but if you missed out, I think it captured a lot of the similar sort of two-tone UNC touches. So great pickup if you want to capture that Obsidian treatment. Taking the vibe check a step back, we look at this and it is ultimately a Jordan 1 low with an UNC accent colour and a sort of dark front. And there's a few pairs we've had in recent years that kind of touch on that look and aesthetic. I think of two examples that come to mind. The ones I think of are the Jordan 1 black dark powder blue. As you can see, there's that light blue treatment. We've swapped out the UNC colourway on the back. The other one I think of is the Jordan 1 low vintage UNC grey. Now this is black toe treatment but the inverse, so the actual toe box has blue and the back has a darker colour. The darker colour this time is obviously grey and not black, but I still think it's pretty positive. So if I take the Jordan 1 low Obsidians as a vibe check for both of those pairs, I think it looks a lot better because the two colours that are working together, being a lighter blue and a darker blue, work a lot more harmonious than a grey and a blue or a black. Taking a much further step back, and this is where we're vibe checking with squinted eyes, but I can kind of see the Obsidian lows being a bit of a vibe check with the Travis Scott fragments. Now the Travis Scott fragments are definitely a much better pair than this. There's a lot more hype about them, they just look cool with the contrast and the sail backward swoosh. And let's be honest, the resale price on that Travis Scott fragment pair is absolutely crazy. So for the majority of us, we're not getting our hands on a pair like this. So a vibe check point of view, we need to find something that will fill that niche. And I think the Obsidian 1 lows does a fantastic job of that. Up next, let's ask Brooklyn to get the female perspective to understand, is the shoe a near miss or is it a near misses? Now she has seen the fact that I've got a high version. I'm really keen to see if she remembers it and thinks I'm doubling up. But let's see what her thoughts are, how many purple hearts she's giving it, and is it a near miss or near misses?
I kind of like this shoe, but kind of not. I like the blue, but I feel like if it was all blue, because I'm kind of more drawn to two colorway shoes rather than three-way. Would you say it was three-way? Yeah.
You're trying to get me demonetized, but I haven't even got monetized yet.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. You know, like what is it called?
Three colours.
Three-way colorway.
No, not three-way.
What do you talk about? Colorway.
Yeah, like three colour blocking.
Three color blocking.
Did you see the high version of the shoe all over TikTok and COVID?
No. No, I'm not familiar with the shoe. I haven't seen the shoe before. At first glance, you know, it just looks like a panda low that is trying to figure it out.
Do you like the UNC treatment of this?
The who? Oh, the California blue.
Yep.
I like the blue. I like the blue. Okay. Drink every time I say it. I like the blue.
How many Purple Hearts rankings would you give this one?
I like the blue. I would give this a 4 Purple Heart rating. I'm not overly excited by it. I'm trying to find things to talk about, but all I can say is. That's funny. There's nothing much I like about the shoe, but I don't not like the shoe.
So it's safe. It's in
a
the
safe
middle.
shoe. It's a safe. So I'm gonna go 4. It would have more if there was.
A near miss, or is it a near misses? Another near miss?
It's so close.
So close.
Thanks, Babe, for making time for the channel. We always appreciate your Purple Hearts rankings and like to see what you rank on these pairs. Well, that's all we have time for today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below, do you think this version as a low is better as a low, or did you prefer the high version? I myself definitely prefer the high version on this pair, but I'll probably still be going for this if I can get a good sale price on this low. In the meantime, feel free to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.